On a long ski expedition, you're going to need a huge bag to fit your Paris expedition sleds. Some people, when they go skiing and trekking on Denali, they rent Paris expedition sleds from K2 Aviation or Talkeetna Air Taxi, TAT, or Sheldon, or almost everybody rents these bad boys. But what do you put in those big sleds? Well, you need a huge duffel. Now, the problem with regular duffels, like the North Face yellow ones, they're super, super heavy and they do have limited space. These duffels, as you can see here, are specifically designed for the Paris expedition sled. Now, let me show you just how big these bad boys are. I mean, they're massive. Like, if I literally had to, I could hunker down in them and use them as an emergency shelter and just kind of throw my gear out. Ooh, I'm gonna trip over, but I mean, they are literally this big where I guess if you had to carry a body in it, you could. So they're super, super huge. Now, Snow Sled used to make them with a Geel. Let me get the label here so you can see it. And unfortunately, I think they quit making them. So let me just show you how big these bad boys are. There's the label, so you can read it, and then maybe you can find it on your own. Hello, where is it? There you go. So there you go, snowsled.com. I don't know if they're actually online anymore, but the AIGUILLE brand is super, super good. As you can see in the sled here, this thing can get stuffed. I mean, this can hold up to 35 days of expedition gear. It's packed, it's jam-packed, but boy, it is super, super awesome. Now, a couple of considerations for this design is they changed it over time. This particular bottom is ultra waterproof, which is really nice. And along the side, it has 4 strap hard points. In the duffel bag here, all sewn on, it has a forward strap. Now, do be aware, when this is fully loaded, you cannot lift this bag up by these straps. Even though they're bar tacked, they will tear. Don't do that. Trust me, seen it. Same thing on the back. You want to carry your sled with the rim rope, a 6mm cord. But this guy is exactly the bag that you want when you're going on a crazy long expedition. Now, just to give you an idea, in Antarctica, I had this bag plus this bag, and they were fully loaded out for a 3-month expedition. I mean, chocked to the ceiling of the bag. They were bursting at the seams, and it took weeks before I could eat enough to load them down. Same thing with the Greenland expedition, but they use YKK zippers, the best there is, other than I suppose the custom zipper. They don't go cheap on this. So that's something, you know, to consider is when you're going to rent one of these Paris sleds or own a couple of sleds, you got to figure out what bag you're going to use. I bought my old bag from the company that sells the Alpha Mordre boots. It was a thinner nylon. It eventually tore, so These things are heavier, but they're much heavier duty. They can take a lot of abuse. One design is the zippers come down on front. That was a little bit irritating. The top zipper style, you can't get into the front, but it prevents fighting in there, so it's definitely a different style. You could actually theoretically make one of these things. I guess if you had to, it would be kind of a pain because it's double sewn. I mean, let me show you the inside of the bag. I don't think I'd want to make this. I'd rather just buy it and move on with life. But just to show you the inside seams here. Now this one, they didn't tape the seams. They didn't do a double over seam, which is never a good sign. But this bag is held up for, I don't know, how many, like 2,000 miles. So I guess it's not that big a deal. So this style gear, and you can see the zippers and the seams in here. Nice heavy duty zipper. You do not want a fine zipper in this massive duffel because once it goes tear, you're screwed. You don't want to have that. Just want to show you what the inside of the bag looks like. Super, super huge. Highly recommended if you can get them nowadays. Once you buy them, don't lose them because they're a slow seller and it's a problem. check out Two Friends and a Polar Bear. My buddy and I, Terry, we skied across Greenland, and it was a great time. We use these things legit, full-on use. Thank you very much. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.